Hello everyone. I'm again live on Monday. Since I cannot fail you, I'm just to wait a few more minutes to get started. Today we are going to do live. Try to write a newsletter based on the agent findings from last week. The idea is that we will do this exercise every other week, and we're going to write with the help of the assistants, with the help of the agents, and with the help of the managers. So basically, we will go into the agent inboxes to read what it's being found based on the daily request, daily task that I have assigned to the agent. And then we will go to the manager's workspace to write these documents. And after that, we will publish them across platforms. The publication across platforms is not done by Agentic Users. I will do that manually after completing the exercise. But that's the plan for today. And yeah, I'm excited. I did some updates early today, so I hope that nothing breaks. I was just about to finish the QA, but just in time, Monday around 5, I wanted to start the live stream. Let's see. Let's wait for a few seconds more, and then we get started. I first want to say thank you to everyone that joined the platform. I see that there are new users and people who's using it, as well as some random actors trying to do shady stuff, but I'm happy that nothing has happened with those type of situations. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to start now showing the website so we can start. There you go. So once again, this is the main dashboard of the Agentic Users platform. On the left side, we have the agents. Currently, you are only looking at the tech news agent that is in charge of doing all the search, because I have other agents here hidden, so it doesn't disturb me right now because I'm working on a specific thing. And on the left side, we have the manager. And the manager here in this case is the newsletter manager. That is this manager, AI manager, that will help us to write the newsletter. And for sure, never forget about assistants. I've been now playing around a lot with them, and I have my favorites. I'm very aligned on how the yellow hat assistant works and the way that it communicates, but always it's better to share your knowledge and kind of challenge yourself with multiple assistants so you have different perspectives and you actually kind of do the exercise of the 6 thinking hats. Now, let's go directly into the agent page. We'll see that there has been conversations going, and here are all the findings from last week until today from the tasks that we have assigned. Last live stream, we created the venture capital task. So here, we basically tasked the agent to go and find news related to venture capital across the world. So we specified that we want to get an update from America, an update from Europe, and an update from Asia. So, and the other one that I had previously created is the find news related about AI technologies. And all those things are now on the mailbox. And here you can see that it literally goes and do the task. And this is, for example, from today. And it finds different news related to venture capital. We see big investments on OpenAI, cybersecurity stuff, and big banks, as well as previous days. There are also things that the agent is finding for us. I am now actually using this as my main source of knowledge. Like if I am doing something like traveling to a place and I have some time off, instead of me going to Google News or any other platform like TechCrunch, etc., I am using my own Agentic User to go and check what it has found. And if there is anything that I am more interested on, I just check, like copy the URL, put it in a new browser tab, and continue my research there. But this is it. You can see here that all tasks have been completed and everything is quite aligned. So let's get started with the manager. Let's go here, and I did a few tests I do have to disclose. So, for example, the idea is that here is some tests that I did end of last week with the information that was available, and we're going to create right now something similar, where we're going to specify like some of the latest news and also venture capital actions that have happened. And yeah, let's do it. So let's start a new conversation, and we're going to go first. Actually, I want to update the way that the manager is configured, because right now the system instructions for this manager are more generic, and I want to update them with you guys. If anyone has any comment, just send it in the chat, so I will be responding. So here is the current, there is an issue probably from what I did early day, but it's going to still working, no problem. Now we go here and we want to update this to be more aligned with what like this manager will do in this case, to not only being a specialized manager to understand this technology news, but also specialized for writing newsletter. And the way that we're going to do that, it's by using the assistants. So I want to use the other one I mentioned. It's the one I like the most. And which one else? This I did exercise with the green one. Is more creative than me, so I'm not very aligned with it. But let's do the exercise with them. So first, I'm going to link them. Here you see that both of them, I have used this feature to link them, and now if I write here, it's going to be typed in like both. You can link all the assistants or just the ones that you want to link. But in this case, let's do it this way. I'm going to start using this feature that is using the microphone to dictate instead of me typing, because it's easier. I want your help to improve the system instructions of an AI manager that will help me to write a newsletter based on news that are available to it by the findings of the news agent search. The complete idea is that in this instruction, you will specify what is the general schema that we're going to have in the newsletter. And yeah, now I'm going to give you the ones that, like the system instruction that I currently have, so you can update it. So now it's transcribing all those things that I said, and after it's done, I will just copy here the system instruction that I already have. And I send it, and it's going to be executed by both assistants. So then we can either continue communicating with both or select the one that we want to start a further conversation. And there you go. So let's see. Okay, here's one of the main things about agentic users and the assistants that are built in. They are not like if you go to Gemini or ChatGPT or Claude to ask something, that it clearly just respond back with what you ask. Here, they are defined to challenge yourself. So my prompt was probably very generic, and instead of just responding with assumptions, it rather send me questions to see and actually think about what we want to write. So let's go to the yellow hat one. There is instructions. Okay. Benefits to this. Okay. So here you see that both of the system instructions are defined or dependent based on the definition of these assistants. Like one is more creative, one is more like find benefits. And what else can we try? For example, here is questioning me about what is the type of voice. So I think that something is good to specify on both cases. And I'm going to respond this or share this update with both. For the AI manager, I want to have enthusiastic voice. It needs to be creative enough to engage with users, but not as that creative that or enthusiastic that it is more that it loses focus. So update that. So I'm sending that, and then I will continue with the other questions. So we provide a better thing. The sections, I think that's something also opportunity to focus emerging opportunities. Okay. Let's quickly see if someone is currently in the live stream here at LinkedIn. Okay. No comments so far. Let's go. So I do want to specify in the system instruction what is the format that we want, or just general, maybe. Instead, better to send that in the prompt itself. Okay. Let's define the sections that we're going to have in the newsletter. So I'm thinking about overall section of summary or too long to read, where we specify in no more than 2-3 lines what are the main things that happen, not specifically saying, hey, this is the latest news. Instead, just summarizing if this was a new, like a week of launch from, I don't know, the new models, or more of a week of implementation of new apps rising or something like that. So too long to read at the top. Then we will move to the big part of the newsletter. And here I want to select a few, let's say 3 or 4 of the most relevant based on your consideration of the news that the agent found. And inside of this section, I want to specify why it ranked high based on your consideration. And then, I don't know, add more later about this news, like details specifically about what happened in this news. And now, the last section, I do want to have one specific section for venture capital. Maybe do some correlation between the news and the venture capital to see where the trend is going. And at the end of the newsletter, I want to have I don't know, kind of philosophical part where you are going to challenge the public. Okay, this is something to consider. The transcribing, it is limited to 2 minutes. So good thing to note, I'm going to update the system. So if it reaches the 2 minutes, instead of just deleting the transcription, it will transcribe it, and then we can start again. So unfortunately, I have to start again right let's go again with the sections. Now that I have it clear, it's going to be easier. I want to specify the main things that we have to focus. We have to focus on reading the news to collect and summarize the knowledge from them. And in some cases, if needed, directly pass what the agent found to the responses. So let's put it simple here because it's the system instruction of the AI manager instead of the prompt. Okay, let's see what happens. Here we have a viewer, excellent. There we go. Yeah, let's use this one. From here. There you go. I'm just going to collapse this and update. Oh, I think I missed. Actually, there is a function here to copy. And let's collapse this. Back from newsletter. I'm just going to remove this. There we go. And now we're going to save the changes. And that's it. Let's now start the conversation with the assistant. We are going to go with the manager. Sorry, we're going to go to the workspace. So I'm going to close this and create a new document. Let's go into drafts. We're going to go here. I'm going to name it live newsletter. Okay, now start the conversation with the manager. I need your help. Okay, instead, I actually want to write the prompt using the assistant. I'm going to link them because I'm just using the yellow one, the green one. It's not that cool for me. Yeah, it's very cool, but it's I'd rather just do one in this case due to the time. Okay, that's great. Now I want your help to write the prompt that I'm going to send to this AI manager. In this prompt, I want to specify the sections that I'm going to have. I am thinking of a top section of too long to read, a middle section where we're going to explain the top three best news from the week. Then we're going to have inside of each one of those news summary, a reason why it ranked high, and then after like just adding the information that the agent collected. Like instead of just the summary, we're going to have the full news information that the agent collected. And after that, we're going to have a section focused specifically for venture capital. And in that venture capital section, let's select just the two top venture capital rounds or funding that happened and do some correlation of the venture capital to define where the market is going. And at the end of the newsletter, I want to have a thinking section. So instead of going full 2 minutes, let's put it here. And I'm just planning on defining the kind of wrap section at the end. Now, at the end of the newsletter, I want that to have a section that it will challenge the readers to think about what has happened this week, where the technology is going, and more. Also, this prompt will specify that we want news from December. When was Monday last week? Let's see. Monday last week, December 22 to December 28. There we go. Now let's see. I'm just going to ask to follow best practices and always follow best prompting practices. Specify that to use this, to write this newsletter, it needs to use the knowledge based on the communication and threads that are available in the tech news agent. There we go. So let's go back to see if there are questions. Any one viewer, that's great. Let's send it. I'm going to link it to send it to this one too. I'm going to link them. There you go. I am receiving a call from someone. I cannot pick up right now. Jorge, I cannot pick up right now. There we go. So this is the prompt. Okay. Hello, superstar. Okay, this one is cool. Introduction. Okay. Let's go with this one. And there you go. I'm going to copy this and just wrap it, put it here, and let's see. Now it is searching across the information. Okay, it's not able to find the threads. I hope that this won't be an issue. If not, that's bad, demo gods. Do you two threads? Let's see. Okay, so it does have access to some threads. Okay, let's keep going and use the information that you have available to write this newsletter. There we go. So I'm going to see what it's using. There we go. Now in the newsletter introduction. There's a lot of wind outside. Oh, looks like the audio is connected to Bluetooth. I'm going to disconnect this. I hope that you were not missing my audio. Okay, I'm just going to go and keep going, saying that it's good. Yes, I like it. Continue with the next sections. I'm going to move this because you're not looking at what I'm doing.
Wait a second. There you go. I'm going to put myself here. There you go. And I'm going to move this. No, not this. Sorry, guys. Customize it. I'm going to put it here. So there you go. Now we have the complete newsletter. Let's see. Emerging technologies. Okay. Let's continue with the next section. I'm going to first copy what it said here. I'm going to paste it here, and we're going to go this way. Now, this, just for the time, I'm going to not debate a lot, but the idea is that you have these engaging conversations with the manager, so you actually tune whatever is happening in the conversation to improve the output that you want. And let's just continue. Please continue with the next sections and complete the newsletter. Okay, it's half an hour mark, live stream. And go here. Okay. Number 5, let's copy number 5. And absolutely. There you go. Yes. So if we go and preview this, it looks way better when you go to preview. It basically passes everything that is in Markdown to a preview that it's usually better to read. So I see here that I still have some part of the sections. This. There you go. Let me remove this. Okay. So if we go and see the complete newsletter, the title of this week is Air Shifts Tides. So basically we see, I'm actually thinking adding a section on the app to be, how can I describe it? Like general tools. For example, if I want to read this out loud with AI instead of me reading it, I will just select it, and probably over here I will add like reading out loud with AI. And in this way, you can have type of podcast from any topic or discussions that you're currently having with the agent, or anything that you are creating in the workspace. So this is it. We go into the second section, big breakthroughs, emerging opportunities. This is probably based on the venture capital findings, and that is all. So overall, this is the exercise. I do want to share with the example that I had before. When I spend more time on prompting and more to write the newsletter, it creates a better introduction. It also defines in more depth each one of the news that it found, and specifically the venture capital and more. But that will take me half an hour. So I don't want to hold you here. So that's the exercise that I want to go live. Let's try to keep always doing things live. So we keep using the platform. Okay, that's everything for today. I'm going to send this newsletter to everyone that joined the list. If you want to join the list, just comment in this message and I will send you the email. And yeah, once again, feel free to go to agenticusers.com and start building your team. I am actually, and it's part of the things that I want to discuss next week, I am debating, like thinking about if I should improve this, because now that I'm using the platform every day, I am creating different agents, assistants, and managers. The section of AI employees may not be the best for this. I am thinking that it actually is helping me to battle and keep always actualizing myself and write documents and engage with AI in different ways, not specifically like AI employees. But that's the talk for one of the next following weeks. Thank you so much to everyone. Thank you again for the ones that are sending comments and good vibes on the on the chat. And yeah, that's all. I'll keep you posted.